Hello and welcome to my review of Uncharted 3. I love this game. This game is so good. There's so many bits of this game I love. There's some bits that I find a bit wacky. Like the story, I'll start off with I don't like first. And there's 100% the story. The story is a bit shitter in this game than Uncharted 2 and 4. Like, I did not find them good. I did not find this one good. But either did I find the villains. The villains were kind of lackluster. There only is like a couple that I think are even... Well, no, I don't like any of them in this game, for example. Like, there's so many, well, it just isn't really that good. The puzzles were alright, and they were just kind of just tedious at times. But I did like the way the journal, like, it didn't tell you them, it kind of just, it would hint towards them, sort of. It would, like, give you a wee teaser. And, of course, the journal is absolutely full to the brim with detail, and it is so cool. And I love the way you get to see Nate's art evolve over time. I think it's so good. And Sully and Drake that guy broke his leg, I forgot what his name was. And Chloe, is it? And Elena put in such a good job. Like, the writing in this game is still really good. The story's still not the best. The plot was good. I liked it being out in the desert, but I did find it kind of like not original, sort of. Like, but I'm not saying this game's a totally unoriginal. There is some original stuff to it. Like, obviously the desert thing's not really that original, but like the Lost City, for example, that like design, you know, you only in it for about one chapter, which is so annoying. It would have been so cool to explore, but it was really good. That entire map design looked like something out of Assassin's Creed. It looks like something Ezio would be in. It's so good. Yeah, the villains weren't great. They were kind of just lackluster villains. But do you see the set pieces in this game are some of my favorite in video games? Easily. Like, I love them so much. Like the train one, and the one where you're and the one at the end, and the one where you're chasing I forgot what his name was, through, where was it, through the town, is so good. Like, I love both of I loved all of those set pieces. Like, it was like, and especially whenever they have you fighting like 16 guys and you're like hitting them with fish and shit. It was awesome. The gunplay feels nearly the exact same. If anything, the sniper in it isn't that good, and the variety of weapons, while a decent amount, wasn't really fun to use. Like, there only was a couple that I really thought, man, that was really cool. Like the grenade launcher. I like the addition of silencers in it. I really like that. But but the plane sequence is probably my favorite in Uncharted. Maybe just behind whenever Sam and Nathan were driving through the we're like driving, and they're like shooting like the guy, like the big mini guy, and like the guy in like it's like a tank but a truck instead. That was awesome. I like the way you get to see a bit of Nate's backstory, but it kind of like teases you a bit and then doesn't show you fully until Uncharted 4. I think that's really smart. Yeah, the combat in this game feels really good. I really enjoyed it. The climbing feels good. Most like all Uncharted games. It feels smooth, good, fabulenza, as some would say. Nobody's ever said that, I'm making that up. But it's so cool. The gun just feels the exact same, really. So I didn't really like the villains, didn't like the story. I liked most of the characters except for really the villains. I feel the villains are kind of just your generic bozos. But the climbing feels great. There was some bits where the climbing was a bit iffy on, but it wasn't terrible. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I love about this game. A lot of stuff I don't feel fantastic on. But if I had to rate this game out of 10, this is definitely in my top 10, easily. Like, it's not as good as 2 and 4 for me, but I can definitely see why people call this game the best Uncharted game, because it is really good. Like, yeah, and that means Uncharted 2, 3, and 4 are all in my top 10, and some in my top 5, which has to leave it as Uncharted is one of my favorite franchises of all time. The only one I have to play next is Lost Legacies, which I cannot wait to do. I think that'll be really fun. Yeah, so I'll give this game a 9. I loved it. I think some bits could be improved, and it was definitely improved on Uncharted 4. But if I had to rate this game out of 10, I would give it a 9. It's so good. Like, the chase, and I love there's way more boss fights in this, and there's a lot more characters that you have to, like, especially those like big broody guys, where you have to just beat the fucking shit out of them. Man, who doesn't love doing that? Just like walking up to random guys and just beating the fucking shit out of them. Almost like, and that bit where like it's used in like every single Uncharted game known to man apparently, but it's where like you're like, oh, and you see the horses? They go like Mach 20 in this game. It's really insane. But like whenever you're riding the horse and then you jump in the car and like you shoot cars down, no, like that's just fun. It's just really fun. So yeah, I would begin this shit a 9. It's so good. Definitely one of my favorites. So if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.